What's going on, everybody? Anyway, so I'm at work, as you can tell. I'm on my break. I got some extra time. You know, for those that be concerned about me doing my videos up in my job, listen, trust and believe, I'm not gonna get in trouble, okay? Ashley done work this stuff out. As long as I get my work done, as long as it's not on my own company time. Well, technically it is company time, but it's my time because I ain't got shit else to do. And we just really loose and not so restricted like that up in here. So y'all ain't gotta worry about that and feel some type of way. Cause I be seeing the comments sometimes and I be like, damn, you know, I know these things or whatever. But I wanted to go ahead and do this now so that, you know, y'all won't have to wait tonight. And plus I wanna watch some TV tonight because I haven't been watching shit other than what I've been reviewing. I told you this week has just been a crazy week. The past few days or whatever, I literally been in my feelings because I already mentioned the apartment hunting stuff, and it's just like, oh my God, you know, once you find one that you really like, and then all of a sudden that bitch gets snatched up, and it's just like, oh my goodness, you know, it's just not gonna work. So it's just irritating, and that frustrated me. You know, the whole situation. I can get into that in a minute because it ties in. It ties in. The shit with DMX, bitch, let me tell you something. When that shit happened on Friday, bitch, and then I got the news that I didn't get the condo that I wanted because somebody else had got it or whatever. Baby, let me tell you something. Ashley fucking broke down in tears, okay? I am not going to lie. It was just a lot that was building up, and I just had to fucking break, okay? Bitch, sometimes you just gotta fucking release that shit, and that was just me. But anyway, I hope everybody else has been having, hair is so fucked up, has been having a better week. I mean, my week hasn't really been bad, it's just frustrating on certain fronts. But anyway, I just hope everybody has been doing well. I should have turned the light on, but y'all can see me, it's good. Anyway, so before we get started, I have one person that I do want to shout out. His name is Aidan Eslinger. That's his YouTube information. Aidan Eslinger, or Eslinger, you know, Eslinger Productions, okay? He's a 15-year-old writer, director, and actor. He said, bitch, I'm finna be a thespian up in this bitch, okay? I'm finna be doing all of it. I'm finna be multi-titled up in this bitch, okay? I said, you gotta start young. You gotta start young. He got a short film and web series on his little account and everything. Y'all show some love and support to him, for real, for real. We got him, you know, get him while they're young and raise him up and support him. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so let's just get into this week's what it is. Girl, it's just been a lot that's been happening. A lot of frustrating stuff, to be quite honest. Unfortunately, we have to start off. It looked like I got a dead ass mustache. Girl, don't pay no mind to it. Y'all be like, Ashley, you the one that be bringing attention to shit. I'm telling you, once when you start, if you have not started your YouTube journey, and we're gonna pause for a second because some people always ask me, you know, how do you do this and all this stuff. Let me tell you something. One of the main things that I've noticed when it comes to YouTube, it's gonna teach you patience, it's gonna teach you consistency, and it's gonna teach you to look at a whole bunch of shit about yourself that you did not know, okay? You start saying stuff and you be like, damn, let me self-reflect on that, because y'all notice that I do that a lot in a lot of my videos. And it also, like, when you being on camera, bitch, it opens up your eyes to a whole bunch of shit, of flaws and imperfections and stuff like that. And sometimes you can't help but call it out. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm telling you, something about punch record on that camera, it just brings it all out. Verbal vomit for me. But anyway, let's just get into this. Like I said, DMX. X gonna give it to you. It's gonna give it to you. Let me tell you something. Somebody gonna tell me in the shade room comments, I must not be a DMX fan or whatever. I must not be a DMX fan because I asked something about him going to therapy. Has he sought out therapy before? Because I didn't want to assume that he did not, you know. And I'm sitting here like, mama, she couldn't even come back because I was like, listen, bitch, I'm not even trying to be argumentative. I'm asking a real ass question. Why are you assuming shit? I grew up on DMX. That was my motherfucking childhood, bitch. You can't tell me shit about DMX, okay? Besides that one part, because that ain't my business, but I didn't know, all right? That was my goddamn childhood. Now, we spoke on DMX being in the hospital because of a parent drug overdose, and, you know, he had heart attack, and then, you know, they said that he wasn't breathing for at least 30 minutes or something like that. And so it's like he was in a vegetative state. And when you hear the facts, or, you know, things that's leading up to it and the situation surrounding it, it's like, and then you hear the words, he went so long without oxygen and he's in this vegetative state. It's like, you know, when it's stuff like that. See, I have my sister who works in medical care and stuff like that, so she knows stuff like this. And, you know, she was like, it might not end up well. And, you know, we have those miracle moments where people can bounce out of it. But most of the time, this is what is the outcome: death, unfortunately. And I think a lot of us kind of knew that was going to happen, but we was just holding on so tight, and we was just hoping for a miracle because, like I said, DMX is a beloved figure in our entertainment, in a lot of our childhoods, you know, very relatable. He was so spiritual. He loved God. And that's probably one of the things that really connected, you know, DMX to a lot of people, is his love for God, you know, and he literally bared his soul. Okay, he bared his soul. He was very transparent about himself and his struggles, you know, and did not hide the fact that he loved God. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I probably shouldn't have said shit while I'm talking about God, but you know, he knows my heart. So when you hear the news that he was in a vegetative state that Wednesday when I put the video up, you know, and I literally just said, I would like people to just stop speaking. The mishandling of information in this particular case, I've never seen people wanting to kill off somebody so bad and be the first to say that this person has passed. So many people was coming out, so many type of informations from this person, that person, that was, you know, conflicting with each other's, and it was just like, we going around in the circus, we don't know what to do, okay? And then that Thursday night, Lunel, she puts out on her Instagram, first we had Claudia Jordan that did it, you know, then we had other accounts that did it that we didn't care about but was making noise, and it was like, shut up. Managers coming out saying he's this way, he's that way. And then on Thursday night, you got Lunel, who had came out and said, you know, RIP to my friend DMX or whatever. And we're like, what? Why would you put that out there? And it wasn't even confirmed yet, not even by the family, because they didn't take him off of life support until Friday, when his organs and everything was really failing, you know. And so people were pissed off about that, and that really got me heated. And I even had to put up an Instagram video, like, I just wanted one person to be designated to, you know, take care of all of the information, giving us updates and everything, because this was too much. And it was downright disrespectful, okay? And I just, like, let the family put the news out, okay? This is their loved one. Yes, we loved him too, but this is their blood. That's their family. You know what I'm saying? Let them do that. Give them that moment. You know what I'm saying? Be fucking respectful, okay? It's not a fucking race for you to get fucking likes and retweets and stuff like that. I hate that. I hated the way that this shit was handled. But anyway, I got a little heated. Yeah, so that wound up happening. And he passed away at 50 years old, right before his ex-wife birthday. That has to be and she put up a beautiful, hold on y'all, I'm sorry, I didn't waste some shit on me. As y'all can see, I'm clumsy. She put up a beautiful birthday post that was dedicated to him and herself, and the amount of respect that she still had for him. I didn't know he had 15 kids. Now, I knew he had a lot of kids, but I didn't know he had 15 kids. And I ain't hear none of them. I remember when they had the little reality show. They had something of a reality show. I used to watch all of that shit, bitch. Girl, every time. I'm telling you, I am a hip-hop head. I love that shit, okay? I love looking at the documentaries and all that stuff. And I'm not gonna get sad about DMX, because I was in my feelings about it for a couple of days, and then I had to snap up out of it and be like, you know, he lived and he did what he needed to do, okay? And I had other stuff going on that had my emotions going haywire too. And then Mother Nature came in too, and I was just like, bitch, so you just gonna do this, you know? And it was just a domino effect, you know what I'm saying? But that man was so respected, and I hate the fact that the game put out a tweet talking about basically people want to show love now that he's gone. No, he was always getting love. Everybody loved that man, okay? He's one of the highly respected hip rappers out here, you know what I'm saying? So that baffled me. That baffled me. And I was like, damn, I'm looking at the stuff on Twitter. I said, am I the only one that didn't get a picture with DMX, bitch? I ain't seen him another day in my life in person. It was like so many people that had regular people, not celebrities, but regular people who had stories to tell of kindness and how much of a good person he was in the pictures. And I was like, that's a beautiful legacy right there. That is a beautiful legacy, bitch. Listen, I hope y'all had good things to say about me if I ever go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gonna go, but whenever I go, I hope they have good things to say about me. And don't be like, she was a bitch, but she could be cool, but that bitch was a bitch. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? You can, all right, just keep it all cheerful and shit like that. But, you know, rest in peace to DMX. He will never be forgotten, up there with Aaliyah. You know, I can't believe it's been 20 years or so since Aaliyah passed away. Wow. I said I'm not gonna get in my feelings. I'm not gonna get in my feelings. I'm at work. I can't get y'all all the... Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, so on to some more hip-hop news. Like, Black Rob, the rapper Black Rob, he came out in a video from his hospital bed. And when I seen him, he looked damn near skeletal. I was like, this is not the Black Rob. He looked like a former shell of himself. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, oh my God, what happened to him? It instantly hurt my heart just to see him in that condition. I was like, what is going on? Because I thought something, you know, he was about to be on the way out too. I said, oh no, we can't have a double conundrum going on right about now in the same week in a couple of days after each other. No, we cannot. But he was giving a tribute to, you know, DMX, and kind of find out Black Rob is going through his own health troubles. You know, I had no idea. Black Rob had one of the baddest songs. Like, whoa, that shit, let me tell you something. Diddy fucked over damn near all his goddamn artists, okay? But in the process, some good ass music came out of that shit, bitch. Some good ass music. I ain't even gonna lie. The Bad Boy era, when he was raining, not the shit that's out today. I'm talking about back in the 90s, the early 2000s. Girl, you didn't live until you listened to that shit, okay? You know, he had suffered a stroke in 2015, did not know that. And he was in the hospital because he was going through kidney failure. I don't know exactly what it is that he's going through. I don't know if it's diabetes or kidney disease or, you know, kidney cancer. I don't know what's going on. But another video where they had put up a GoFundMe saying basically that he was homeless and he needed help paying his medical bills. I was just like, oh my God. Like, and I do want to say, you know, Diddy plays a part up in this because of the simple fact that, you know, he screwed over a lot of his artists, and they have come out and said that when it comes to the money situation. But we also have to put out there that these people are grown and they need to learn how to manage their whatever it is that they got themselves, manage it better. You know what I'm saying? So they have to take accountability for it too. But it just saddens me to see these artists just be down on their luck like this, and, you know, there's nobody out there to help them. Like, where's the family at? If there is, like, he's homeless. That's what they saying. And y'all know I don't like this bitch. I gotta put it out there. I don't like this bitch. But Azealia Banks was fucking right. I have to give it to her on this one. When she was talking about, you know, basically the music industry needs to do better, and they should give out health insurance to these goddamn artists and take care of them, especially when it comes to their mental health, you know. She was having a hard time with that, and they wasn't giving her the assistance that she needed. But what they're doing is profiting off of these people. They're profiting off of them, but not helping them in the long run. And that is fucking true. You know, give them a fucking union. They ain't got no union or nothing like that. Bitch, they don't want that money to be gone. Because then they know they going to have to tighten the fuck up. And they can't just use people and put out shitty shit. If they get a union and they get all this other stuff and these rights or whatever, it's going to be over and done with for them. That's what it is. They can't fuck them over no more. You know, but Eslinger was right about that. Also, because they don't look at them as if they're people. They're just literally a product and something that's making them money. Okay? That's what it is. That's what it is. And it's always been that way. Prince Philip, he passed away, 99 years old. You know, according to some of y'all, he been dead. No shade, because he just looked like Tales from the Crypt. Okay? He just looked like it. And, you know, Queen Elizabeth lost her husband. So, what you want me to say? No offense. Like, I mean, he passed away. He was 99 years old. That's English stuff, you know. I mean, I'm pretty sure they probably feel some type of way. I don't, but you know, it is what it is. They say Prince Harry is on his way over there for the funeral. Meghan Markle, she was advised by her doctors, because I think she's like 7 to 8 months pregnant, not to fly and be out here in this corona stuff or whatever. So, you know, yeah, moving on from that. I didn't mean to sound insensitive. If I did sound insensitive on that part, I apologize. That's not but what else you want me to say? All right. Meanwhile, let's get back into some local news, some United States of America news. There was this woman out there in Louisiana. Her name was Patrice, I believe. Mama used to be a 911 dispatcher. She got fired from her job and mama got arrested. Why? Because the bank made a mistake. I think it was the bank. Somebody deposited $1.2 million into her account, right? Mama took it out of that account and put it in another account and said, bitch, what you won't do is get this shit back, okay? Let me just tell you this. Mama said, I'm finna go get a car and I'm finna go get a little house, okay? That is what I'm about to do. And I said, listen, on the one hand, I get it. But on the other hand, a scary bitch like me, let me tell you something. Let me tell you a story. When I was in college, and I didn't know this was my freshman year. You know, when you got financial aid or whatever, and sometimes you get a refund check depending on how much aid you spent for that semester that you got, okay? And what was left over, they give it back to you, you know? And I never knew that that's what happened. You know, nobody told me that. So when I started getting a refund check, I was like, okay, this all right, you know, I had to call my bank to make sure. I had to call my school to make sure, and they had to explain it to me. That was fine. It was like probably a few $100s. The second one that I got, it was like over 3,000, or it was in the thousands, like over 2,000 or something like that, close to 3,000, or probably over 3,000. I was like, at that time, that was the first time I've ever seen a check that damn big, okay? I was 18 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh my goodness, is this supposed to be me? I had to call the school once again, call my bank once again to make sure it wasn't an accounting error, and they had to reassure me that it's all to the good, it is yours. I was like, oh, okay. So mama said, fuck that, I'm still gonna spend this shit. I ain't making sure it's mine or not. Bitch, they shouldn't have put it up in my account. They should have been more careful, bitch. You should have added less zeros. That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? And so therefore, I'm gonna spend it because it put up in my account, so therefore it's mine. No, girl, you don't do shit like that. If I ever see $1 million up in my account and I don't know where that shit come from, baby, Ashley is not gonna spend that shit. Ashley is gonna call the banks and be like, listen, take this shit out right about now because it feels like a setup. You know, niggas is broke over here. Not broke, but we could use some more, okay? We got bills to pay. We got debt to pay, y'all. And that could come in handy. But before I touch this shit, I don't trust it. Take it out, okay? Please take it out. Now her ass and got fucking arrested, you know, getting charged with theft of property over $25,000. Could possibly be going to jail. Girl, and the mugshot was looking like, bitch, like, it ain't my fault. Her mugshot was everything to me. I don't know why. But 33 years old. No, not Patrice. Her name was Kaylin. But anyway, Harvey, Louisiana. Child. Moving on from there, Harvey Weinstein, they said that man got indicted, on some rape charges or whatever out there in Los Angeles. They kept it on the hush hush, but they gonna make it public. They said that man is basically decrepit at this point. Teeth falling out, brain shit, blindness, and all this stuff. Ask me, do I care? I don't. That's what you fucking deserve, bitch, you nasty whore. Anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of some more money. Girl, we done already had people coming out talking about how, like, I think it was, who was it? Was it Trayvon? No, not Trayvon Martin. Was it Trayvon Martin's father? One of the victims of police violence that we had, I can't remember. Oh my God, it's right at the tip of my tongue. He came out and he was asking about where is the money coming from and going for the Black Lives Matter. Where is that money that y'all got? Y'all got over $90 million or something like that. Where is the money going? It was supposed to be going to the neighborhood, to the community and all this stuff, and to these organizations, but they have yet to see them. That was like a couple of months ago or so where that issue came up. Now we got another issue with the money. Where is it going? Where is it coming from? Because this is Patrice. Patrice Cullors, 37 years old. She is the co-founder of Black Lives Matter. She basically recently brought a new home property, and it was $1.4 million in Los Angeles in Topanga Canyon, and they said it's mostly white, okay? Mostly white. Only 1.8% of the residents are black, and they like, she been buying up a lot of property for a long time, okay? Like around $3 million or something like that. She got a whole bunch of property or whatever. Her husband got a ranch, and she got this and she got that. And like the head of the New York Black Lives Matter chapter was trying to come out and be like, we need to investigate where she getting this money from, okay? Where are you getting all this money from, and why are you going and living up in this neighborhood? I think more so people have an issue with the fact that she's head of the Black Lives Matter organization. You call yourself a modern day Marxist, and you are living amongst white folks, these white folks that most likely probably have opposing views than you, okay? And you're not keeping it real. That's probably what they looking at it like. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, if I get money, do I supposed to stay in the hood? Do I supposed to stay in a bad neighborhood or whatever? Can I move up? You know what I'm saying? But also, once again, where you getting this money from? They said, this claim came from somebody that had an issue, and where was it? 4-bedroom house in South LA. In the house, the wrench that the husband had got an airport hanger. Girl, what the fuck y'all doing out there? But anyway, they said that this claim was launched by somebody who is not officially part of Black Lives Matter, and who had been denounced by them for years. So basically, this charge come out basically trying to investigate into her finances and see where she getting this money from. And they're trying to counteract and say, Mama Ben had her money, okay? She had signed a book deal recently with Warner Brothers. She is a best-selling author, a professor, and she signed a deal with Warner Brothers, okay? So she got a little cash on her. That could explain it. But truth be told, with a lot of these organizations, it do make me feel funny donating to some of them if I don't know exactly where it's going. Especially when all these, different disasters or injustices happen, and everybody want to pop up with a GoFundMe or pop up with this and donate to this and donate to that. And we've seen some of these activists, so-called activists, especially internet activists, come out and, they want to collect donations for this and collect donations for that, and they're not on the up and up themselves. We see the shit that be happening. Sean King always up in the goddamn news about something about money being missing and him taking this, and he want to open up a GoFundMe for this and that, and people don't trust that shit. Well, some of y'all still do. I don't, okay? But Tell me how y'all feel about that. I mean, I would look into it still too because it doesn't hurt. If you on the up and up, you on the up and up. You ain't got nothing to hide. Go on here and look into it. But I understand. Meanwhile, on to some other news. Nick Cannon, spread your seed, be fruitful and multiply. Nick Cannon, he took that goddamn mantra to heart. Okay, I will say this. He's a grown ass man. And this is because some people probably gonna be like, what's the difference between him having all these baby mamas? Because he has another lady pregnant, Abby De La Rosa. Mind you, we talked about her earlier, said that he basically was in a relationship with her and this other girl, Brittany Bell, who is the mother of his other 2 kids. And he literally just had a baby last year by Brittany Bell, a second child with her, So I don't even think the baby 1 year old yet, and he finna welcome another set of twins, okay? The first twins was with Mariah Carey, his wife at the time, So this 6, 7, this about to be a lot, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, he can afford it. He's a grown-ass man. He knows what he's doing. It seems as if, the ladies in his life are, cool with one another and understanding, and it's not a dysfunction, and he's very much in his kids' lives and stuff like that. And I know some people probably going to be like, well, y'all look down on people like NBA Youngboy and all these other rappers or whatever who have a whole bunch of kids and stuff like that and the futures of the world. But, y'all ain't saying negative stuff really about Nick Cannon. I don't like the fact that Nick Cannon is having all these kids with different women. That's the part that I don't like. He's a grown-ass man, but we don't ever hear them coming out saying that he's not providing for his kids. He's not seeing his kids or whatever. We don't hear the baby mamas coming out saying that. Plus, he seems like he got his shit together and he knows what he's doing. Whereas you got a person like NBA Youngboy who has 7, 8 kids and he's only 21 years old and currently is in jail, okay? And, that's too young to be having that shit, okay? You having these kids young as fuck and you don't know the way that you're going, if your money gonna last long enough to even provide for them like that, okay? And then you got a person like Future who having all these kids and don't want to be there with the goddamn kids, okay? You got the baby mamas calling them out left and right all the goddamn time. That's the fucking difference, okay? But, it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. I couldn't deal with it, but more power to you. So we spoke about Janet Jackson last week about, her manager, ex-manager, Justin Timberlake's manager, coming out basically saying that she needs to forgive him. Okay. And so at this point, the wardrobe stylist for the Super Bowl incident, he came out and said, basically, let me just tell y'all this, because he about to put out a book, and he going to be talking about it in detail, too. Now, I'm probably I ain't probably going to buy it, okay? I'm just going to find an excerpt of it online and read that particular part. He basically said that whole wardrobe malfunction thing, it wasn't a wardrobe malfunction, as we already said. And what I'm confused about is whether or not Janet knew what was going on. But he basically put it all on Justin and said Justin did this on purpose and he made it designed. He wanted the suit to open up and to show her boob or whatever, because he wanted a stunt or whatever that was bigger than and that would eclipse what happened at the MTV Music Awards or whatever, when Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera and Madonna presented and both of them kissed Madonna. You know what I'm saying? And so I said, that is some bullshit. Now, Jenna, did you know about that? Mama, you need to let the people know, okay? Because now I'm about to be looking at you like, girl, I've been defending you this whole damn time. But at the same time, it's possible that he did that shit on purpose. Like, why she needs to do it, okay? Why she needs to do it? The fact that we still talking about this shit because this black woman, suffered the brunt of the consequences and not him. If it was his idea. It's his idea, he did this shit, but yeah, he went on to flourish. I don't like that. I'm not here for that. Will Smith and Apple, they have announced that they will be pulling production on their new slave thriller, Emancipation. Because of Georgia's new voting laws, and they become the first movie to do so. Let me just tell you this. I didn't want to see no shit like that. First of all, I didn't know that was happening, and it's called emancipation. Slave thriller, that don't sound pleasing. That don't sound like I want to look at it at all. After looking at them, if you did not see them on Amazon Prime, Lil Marvin's show, executive produced by Lena Waithe, bitch, go watch that shit. Well, probably don't. I don't know. Watch at your own risk. Go look at my review for it. If you haven't, it's a lot of spoilers and stuff like that. And if you want to look at it to fill in the details and the gaps that I missed, do so at your own risk. Because mama, it was a lot. It was traumatizing. I'm so tired of these slave shows. I'm tired of it. Okay, I just want us to be, action heroes and fantasy people and sci-fi and shit and horror, whatever, without all that slave trauma and black trauma. Damn, we don't need all that. We get it. Somebody had put in my comments on my them video, oh, we need to see this. This is a subject that needs to be touched. Motherfucker, they've been touching this subject for years, and we're tired of it. That's why we're complaining about it, because it's been there, done that. We get it. Can we get some happier shit? In this day and age of what's been going on, we need some uplifting shit, okay? And speaking of uplifting stuff, why we need to be uplifted, because once again, we have another black man, 20 years old, Durante Wright, or it's named Dante Wright, from Brooklyn Center, Minnesota, a few miles away from Indianapolis, Minnesota, where they're having a trial left for Derek Chauvin's trial for him killing George Floyd. Okay, and the eerie connection between these two, Dante and George Floyd, was connected. I just seen something where the aunt came out and they said that his aunt came out and said that George Floyd's girlfriend was one of his teachers. I said, wow, that's crazy. We lost another young life, another young black life, another young black male life, who was also a father, all because of a traffic stop, and he had an air freshener that was obstructing, I guess, the view. And, he got out the car. He was getting back in the car. They claimed that it was a struggle or whatever, I guess. He got back into the car. The lady who was the cop, a 26-year veteran on the force, all right? Head of the police union or had some dealings or whatever. Bitch, you're 26 years in. You should know better than have rookie mistakes like this. Now, I don't even think this is a fucking rookie mistake, okay? She yelled, taser, 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 and pulled out her gun and shot him in the chest. And he died right there. And I'm just like, wow. And now they're protesting out there, okay? And what happened is when they pulled him over, they say he had they run the place and they run the tag or whatever, basically said he had a warrant out for his arrest. Come to find out, he was supposed to go to court, but he missed the court date, not because he missed it on purpose. He never got aware. He wasn't told when it was, because when the paper or whatever that was sent out to him, it was sent to the wrong address. So he lost his life because of a fucking clerical error on the judge and the police fucking people. He could still be here. And at this point, we are so fucking tired of being upset and hearing news like this. People out there protesting. Of course, they're looting a little bit, or rioting, as they should say. And of course, you're going to have the naysayers. Oh, he should have did this. He should have did that. That bitch should have knew what the fuck a taser fucking was, okay? And that's what makes me feel like she did that shit on purpose. Because you look at how a taser look and you look at how your gun look, you should know by now, 26 years on the goddamn force, what side your gun is on and what side your goddamn taser is on. I don't feel like he was a fucking threat. You look at him, I'm like, what was the fucking threat? What was the fucking threat? Please tell me, okay? And I'm pretty sure it's going to be somebody in the comments that's going to be on their side. But, bitch, don't do it, okay? Because it's no reason for this young man to not still be here, to be here with his child, okay? It's no reason. You know what I'm saying? She wound up resigning, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, so you get in trouble, you do the wrong, and now you want to resign like that's going to do something? Oh, the bitch got arrested. The bitch got arrested. She's held in jail with no fucking bond as we speak right about now. And she's being charged with second-degree manslaughter, and she could face up to 10 years in jail. Between that and George Floyd, if Derek Chauvin don't get fucking charged, because from what I've been seeing, most of the testimony is not in his favor at this point. It is not looking good, okay, for him, and that is what we want to see. And when I say not looking good, it's looking like that motherfucker might get convicted, and hopefully he get fucking convicted. They say, bitch, guilty, 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 and if not, we got that, and then this whole shit that's happening right now with Dante Wright. Oh, you think they protesting now? You think they rioting now? Oh, bitch, it's about to be something else, okay? It's about to be some shit all over the country. It's going to be 2020 and then some, okay? Oh, my God, it's just a mess. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't believe that we got to keep on going through this. It's irritating to have to talk about. And then we got another case where, these police officers don't even fucking respect the military. Y'all be crying about, why y'all taking a knee? You're disrespecting the flag, and you're disrespecting the military. You're disrespecting the army, and you're disrespecting the Navy and the armed forces and all this stuff, and woo, woo, woo. But then when you see somebody clearly in their uniform, you're disrespecting them because they're brown or black. That's what it is. And that's exactly what happened with Karen Nazaro. He was a U.S., I hope I'm saying his name right, and I apologize if I'm not, a U.S. Army lieutenant who was held at gunpoint and pepper sprayed by 2 Virginia police officers last December. And the footage finally came out. He had pulled over into a gas station. He had his hands up. They pepper spraying him, talking all this shit. He's crying, talking about some, I'm scared. They talking about some, well, bitch, you should be. And I'm like, what? He's in his full uniform, and you would think that would fucking protect him, right? And then have some type of respect. Oh no. I guarantee you, if he was a white man, they would have had more respect for him. One of the officers, Gutierrez, was fired because they doing an investigation on the other one. And I'm just like, this is ridiculous that we still have to go through this, and you are wearing body armor cameras, okay? You are collecting the footage yourself whenever you have it turned on, and you're doing yourself in. You would think that would make these police officers more aware. They don't care, and it's sad. It's fucked up that we still have to go through this. I don't like it. But you guys tell me how y'all feel about both of them. Unfortunately, we do have another death that we have to discuss. Baldwin Hills star Ashley Guerin Taylor. She passed away Sunday. Baby, let me tell you something. She passed away Sunday at 4:30 in her sleep, 4:30 a.m. in her sleep. She was a mother of a 7-year-old girl. She was 30 years old. They said she had lupus, so it could have been lupus complication, but they also said she had other underlying conditions, medical conditions. So at this point, they haven't really put out exactly what caused her to, pass in her sleep, but we just know she passed, unfortunately. That's very sad. I remember Baldwin Hills. The girls couldn't take her. The girls could not take her, okay? Let me tell you something. Go on BET Plus and watch all of the Baldwin Hills, okay? That was my show. Baldwin Hill. BET did it then, okay? BET did it then. Spring Bling, Baldwin Hills, College Hill. Girl, BET had it going on back in the day. 106 in Park. Ooh. Girl, had it going on back in the day. But condolences to her. And I hope, condolences to the family. I hope they're okay and, be all right through their time of grief at this point. Congratulations is in order to Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song. Now, I know Home Alone, okay? I know The Bad Son, okay? I know Richie Rich. I know all of that. You know what I'm saying? Forgive me, but I don't know who Brenda Song is. The first time I ever heard of Brenda Song is when I was looking at the reel when it first came on or whatever, and Jenny Mine kept on saying that people keep on comparing her to Brenda's song, getting her and Brenda's song mixed up. So maybe she came before my time, or a little bit when I just wasn't into the stuff. Cause y'all know, y'all into the That So Ravens and shit like that. I'm not. I probably seen a couple of clips and just was never interested. Never watched the whole series. I didn't find it funny from what I saw. Somebody in the comments just did a laugh. I just heard a whole bunch of gasps go, what, bitch? Yes, I'm sorry, okay? I did watch all of the Cheetah Girls movies or whatever. I like the first one the best, but I still don't get the hype. I don't get the hype that y'all put on it now, okay? I can't sing you none of the songs if I could, okay? Maybe if I heard a little tune, I could probably hum the shit, but other than that, no. And that shit came out when I was a kid, and we watched it, because let me tell you something, just like BT and MTV had the shit going on back in the day, the Disney Channel was the place to fucking be. Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, bitch. They had our childhood on lock, okay? They had some good shit. I mean, Disney used to, either every Friday or every other Friday, they used to have a good-ass Disney movie that came on, especially in the summertime. Bitch, it was everything. It was fucking everything. I just had a moment, girl. I was just thinking about some stuff. Bug Juice. Y'all remember Bug Juice? Girl, that was one of the first kids reality shows that I really got into. And that made me want to go to camp. I always wanted, Mama, I want to go to a sleepaway camp. Bitch, no, you're not. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, fun times. But anyway, Macaulay Culkin and Brenda Song, didn't nobody know that they was together. Okay, they met on the movie set in Thailand. And they just welcomed their new baby boy. Well, new baby boy, Dakota Song Culkin. And you know, they named the boy after his sister who passed away in 2008. So I was like, oh, that's cute for them. That's really cute. You know, congrats to them on that. Moving on from that, Carrie Hilson. I'm trying to figure how deep I should go with this, okay? I used to like Carrie Hilson. Let me tell you something. I think I'm probably gonna soften up. I'm gonna soften up a little bit, because you know, I looked at the little Lifetime movie on Lifetime, obviously, that came on this past Saturday, and it was called Lust. It was part of one of the Deadly Sins, 7 Deadly Sins, you know, anthology movies that they putting on, okay? And the first one was Lust, and it was Carrie Hilson was in there. She was about to get married to this guy, and the guy that she was about to get married to, he was her first man, okay, her first sexual anything. And you know, she was having confliction with herself because she feels like the sex life really wasn't all that good and whatever. It kind of lost its luster, wait a minute, is that a word? It done lost it, okay, bitch. And she was just thinking maybe she really should have waited until she was married to have sex. And then his friend come in, played by Tank, okay, the singer. Please don't go, please don't go. Him, okay. And so, you know, he was coming in temptation and everything or whatever. And, you know, they almost had sex and all that stuff. Let me tell you something, okay? I was like, you know what, Carrie, I really want to like you because you fine. You are a beautiful woman. You really are. I'm looking at the movie like, she is cute. Now, see, I can get with her, but girl, I'm a little petty, okay? And you can call it childish or whatever, because y'all know I love me some Beyonce. But see, I'm not going to go that hard on Carrie, because when it came out that Carrie allowed herself to be used as a pawn for her label, okay, to drum up some drama and some fake ass beat between her and Beyonce. And she was doing the interview, and I guess she was probably being interviewed about this movie or whatever, and the interviewer, you know, brought up the situation with her and Beyonce, and she was like, the beef between her and Beyonce is dead, okay? They talk, you know, she was like, Beyonce introduced herself to me. I said, that's when I had to pause and go, girl, Beyonce did what? Bank can't bounce on that ass. Beyonce did what? She introduced herself to you. Girl, why the fuck she needs to introduce herself to anybody? I know, to a fan or whatever, she'll probably be like, hey, how you doing? My name is Beyonce. Bitch, we know who the fuck you are. Okay, but, it just felt a little something coming from Carrie saying that she introduced herself to her. Like, girl, fuck out of here. But anyway, she did all of that. And she said, they had a little conversation. The beef is there. I said, girl, first of all, there really was no beef. You was the only one that was beefing. You and your label was the only one that was beefing, okay? But other than that, I know she tired of them asking her questions about this shit, okay? Beyonce ain't say shit about the stuff. The fans is the one that blew the shit up, okay? And it's unfortunate that she was used as a pawn in this whole thing, and it fucked up her career, because she had a promising career. Like, mama could write her ass off, okay? You're turning me out, turning me out. Okay, let me tell you something. That was cute. When it first came out, I really thought Carrie Hilson was gonna be something, okay? Bitch, and then they did that. They sabotaged her career. I ain't even gonna put it all on her. I put it on the fucking label, okay? That's how I said, that's why I had to think, do I need to go that hard on her? No, I just really wanted to play around with that. She introduced herself to me. Bitch, if I ever see Beyonce and Beyonce say, hi, I'm Beyonce, I'm like, bitch, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. We know who the fuck you are. Don't introduce yourself to me, okay? Say, hey, girl, what's up? Bitch, let me tell you something. If I ever meet Beyonce, I don't even think I'll tell y'all asses. No. Let me tell you something. And I say that because when I had to put that on Twitter, like, if I ever meet a celebrity, I don't know if I would, or become cool with a celebrity, after the experience that I had with a certain somebody, I wouldn't put that out there. I keep that on the low. I don't need to brag about who I know and who I'm cool with. You know what I'm saying? And I can still support, but I don't need to just constantly be talking about them and constantly posting about them or whatever just to prove that I'm a fan or to prove that I'm on their side and all that shit. That's what you do as a fan. If you're a friend, you can be a fan, but you're supposed to be more so of a friend and be supporting that way. You ain't got to let everybody know, because when it comes to, you keep on talking about it, whatever, it feels like you're doing it for clout and attention, and I wouldn't even trust that. I wouldn't even trust the person in my circle that does that, okay? Real friends don't do that shit. You don't see all these celebrity friends just always, talking about, they friends with this person, they friends with that person, and my friend is, and, oh my God, we was on the phone talking about, we don't do that. But anyway, moving on from that, all the best to Carrie Hilson. I do want her to come back out and make some more music. I do. Beyonce introduced herself to her. I don't know why it makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh. Because I don't see it. Anyway, Usher sir, a stripper came out. I guess he was out there in Las Vegas, at a strip club. And she posted on her Instagram, what would you do if you received something like this, okay? It was some $100 bills or Usher, a different denomination of money, bill money, but it had Usher face on it. And she tried to make it seem like Usher came to the strip club and was throwing out fake money to them instead of real money, gooping the girls or whatever. Girl, the strip club, and so everybody was making a whole bunch of jokes about him and trying to make him look bad. But the strip people, the strip club owners and all that shit said, no, he gave thousands of dollars, okay? He spent thousands of dollars at the strip club, real money. But he did have Usher bucks, but they were being used as a promo tool and in a video that they was making for his promotion for his Las Vegas residency. I was like, oh. First of all, I didn't even know he was having a residency. Second of all, fuck a residency. Where is Confessions 2? Where is the second album? All right, where's the album that was supposed to be coming out? Usher, where is the fucking music, okay? That's what I want to know, And then the girl trying to come out and say, I never said that he gave us the money and all this stuff or whatever. Y'all the one that took it and ran with it. Bitch, that's what you said, okay? You posted it up there like you knew what was going to happen. You knew that shit was going to happen, so stop it. Anyway, Johnson & Johnson is having some issues with their vaccine for the COVID, okay? And tisk. Now let me tell you something. When I heard that Johnson & Johnson was going to be a part of this whole vaccine shit, I said, no ma'am. No, man. Now, see, I was cool with Pfizer, somewhat cool with Moderna. My mama got her Moderna shot earlier this week. My little sister go get her shot next week. But when I found out that Johnson & Johnson was throwing they had in the ring too, I said no ma'am. And then it was supposed to be one shot. I said no ma'am. I don't trust Johnson & Johnson. That is why. Okay, I said that because if you recall, Johnson & Johnson was putting talcum powder up in their products or whatever and giving women like ovarian cancer and shit like that. Okay, they got sued. That shit was a big ass case, all right? And you want to do something like this? So they had to temporarily put a pause on their vaccines because 6 women between the ages of 18 and 48, I believe, were coming up with blood clots after 6 to 13 days after getting the goddamn vaccine. And that concerned me because my grandma said she wanted to get that shot. I said, oh, no, you're not, bitch. You better go get a Pfizer or a Moderna if you're going to get something. But you ain't getting no Johnson & Johnson, okay? We don't do that. I don't even get their products because I don't trust it. After all that shit, hell no. You only got one time to make me not trust your ass. And when I seen that case about the cancer and shit like that, blood clots is dangerous. Do you understand? Let a blood clot travel from your fucking body to your goddamn lung or to your fucking brain or to your heart. Bitch, you're out of there and they don't get it in time. You are gone, okay? There's nothing to play with. That is nothing to play with. I was looking at My 600-Pound Life, okay, the last episode, and the girl had caught a blood clot after she had her little surgery for her skin removal or something like that. She caught a little blood clot, okay, and they caught it just in time because it had broken up in her lungs, bitch. I was like, oh my God, that shit scares me so much, you know. Moving on from that, Bernie Madoff. I know y'all, some of y'all young, y'all don't remember him, but for the old people that remember Bernie Madoff, who had that big ass Ponzi scheme a few years ago that cost a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of money, regular folks, movie folks, music folks, everybody got caught up in his little Ponzi scheme. Yeah, that bitch went to jail. He just died in jail, 82 years old. I'm just saying. The last thing I want to talk about is Bobby Brown. He was on the Red Table Talk. And I seen the Red Table Talk with Niecy and Jessica, her wife. And Niecy Nash basically said that she never looked at another girl like that, a woman like that. You know, she was strictly dickly, but it was something about, I'm telling you, let me tell you something. You found you a good stud, bitch. You found you a good stud. Some of these studs that have you changing and turning your head, turning heads and shit. Now, see, I don't prefer studs, but bitch, I would look at some of these studs be fine as fuck. I ain't even gonna fucking lie, okay? I'm a soft stud, you know what I'm saying? Because I still got my feminine ways sometimes, as y'all be seeing or whatever. But I'm more so masculine and dominant than I am feminine, though. You know what I'm saying? Some regular studs, they more so dominant with just a slight tinge of femininity, but more so dominant. I still got a little bit more femininity, but I'm very dominant as well. And so, you know, she was like, she was the first one that hollered at her, whatever. She put the moves on her. I said, oh, Niecy, you ain't never seen yourself with a woman? Girl, it be like that. I'm trying to turn the straight girl out. I just want to know if I can do it. Okay, I just want to know if I can do it. Like, let me get a celebrity or something, or a semi-celebrity, or somebody that, or one of y'all asses. Let me see, can I turn y'all asses out? Even though I don't believe in turning out, but let me see if I can try that shit. And then I'll be the one that fuck around and fall in love with your ass. God damn. Okay, don't put that voodoo on me, bitch. But anyway, Bobby Brown was on there on the latest episode that came out today, actually on Wednesday. And he was talking about how, you know, he's been sober from drugs for 19 years. He's been sober from alcohol for 1 year. And, you know, actually his son passed away from drugs. And he said he wasn't a drug user, so he wasn't an addict. He was just one of those type of people that I'll try this and I'll try that just to say that I tried it. And he tried it. He got some drugs that was laced with fentanyl and didn't know, I guess he didn't know that it was fentanyl in it. And so, you know, that is a problem. That has been a problem in our country with drugs and stuff. They putting out lacing stuff with fentanyl and everything. It kind of reminded me of DMX. you know, when he first got hooked on crack or whatever, somebody laced a joint or whatever that he had with it, and that hooked him on this stuff, you know. So when he was like 14 years old and didn't tell him, you know. So that was a lot. You know, he's still grieving his son's death, and I do love the fact that him and his wife reaches out and still communicate with his son's mother and helping her out as well. He also said that when it comes to Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina, he feels that Nick Gordon did kill Whitney, okay, or at least supplied the drugs or whatever that killed them in that sense, you know. He had no idea that Bobby Christina was being abused, and he found out about all of that when all of the reports came out and when she got into the hospital. And he said the day that she got sent to the hospital where she never recovered from, she was supposed to come out to live with him 2 days after that date. He said if you could just go back in time and change that and get his baby, she still would have been here. I said that, I know that plays on his mind. That got to, because that'll hurt me so bad. But he looks like he's coming to terms with things, and he's handling things like he has a nice and a good support system. Coming from where he's come from, he's come a long way. So, you know, shout out to Bobby Brown. But yes, that's everything that I have to say for today, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I'm gonna try to make the best of it, okay? I'm not gonna be down in the mood or whatever. I'm trying to get myself out there, doing what I gotta do, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I get on here, do my videos, and it just pumps me up. I get a different kind of energy. I love it, you know what I'm saying? And I just hope everybody enjoys themselves and be safe. Really just be safe. And I will see you guys later. Peace.